Have you ever felt powerless, completely invisible, because of where you're from? Imagine logging into your favorite online store, finally ready to buy that dream guitar you've been saving for months. And then, without warning, they shut the door in your face. No explanation. No apology. Just, "Error, we can't take your order." But what they didn't realize is that sometimes the quiet ones fight back the hardest. If you've ever been underestimated, disrespected, or flat out ignored, hit that like button and subscribe. Because today's story is about standing up, fighting back, and getting revenge that hits where it hurts the most. Their wallet. I'm a musician from Malaysia. Nothing fancy. I grew up playing a beat-up acoustic guitar my uncle left behind when he moved abroad. Music was my escape from a tough childhood, and honestly, my only therapy. So when I finally saved enough to buy my dream effects pedal, something I'd been eyeing for 2 years on Reverb.com, it felt like my small victory. I logged into PayPal, heart pounding, fingers shaking, and hit purchase. For a brief second, the screen said, "Thanks for using PayPal." But then, bam. "Sorry, we can't process your order." Confused, I tried again. Same result. So I thought, maybe it's the seller? I tried another. And another. 3 sellers. Same error. It wasn't a glitch. It was a ban. They weren't accepting payments from my country anymore. No warning. No explanation. Just silence. I stared at my laptop, heart sinking into my stomach. It wasn't just an order failing. It felt like the world telling me, "You don't matter. Your country doesn't count. You're not worth our time." It's a feeling no one talks about, but millions of us know. Being from a country the world ignores. I emailed Reverb, politely, professionally, begging for an answer. Nothing. Not even an automated reply. They just ghosted me, like I didn't exist. But here's the thing about people like me. You push us down. We don't disappear. We build. So I spent the next few nights researching, obsessively. If I couldn't buy from Reverb, maybe I could beat them at their own game. Turns out, Reverb had tons of Malaysian sellers, small-time musicians selling second-hand gear. But because PayPal was the only accepted method, none of them could sell internationally anymore. Entire side hustles crushed overnight. And guess what? Reverb didn't tell them either. They didn't just block buyers like me. They strangled an entire community of sellers who relied on their platform to survive. That's when I snapped. If Reverb was going to shut us out, I was going to build a bridge over them. I gathered a few local musicians and coders I knew from jam sessions and Reddit forums. Together, we launched a scrappy little site called Tomart. It wasn't fancy, but it worked. No PayPal. No arbitrary bans. No waiting weeks for customer support. We supported Stripe, local banks, even crypto, anything to keep transactions flowing. We gave Malaysian sellers an international platform again, and I spent every spare second promoting it on Facebook groups, Discord servers, and music forums across Asia. Slowly, word spread. Buyers from Singapore, Indonesia, the Philippines, places also struggling with PayPal bans, started flooding in. Sellers who'd been stuck with unsold stock for months finally started making money again. One of them told me, "Bro, I just paid my daughter's school fees thanks to your site. Reverb never even replied to my emails." That hit me hard. This wasn't just about revenge anymore. It was about giving people a voice where we'd been silenced. But the cherry on top, 6 months after launching, I received an email from Reverb's business development team. "We've noticed your growing presence in Southeast Asia. Would you be interested in listing your inventory on Reverb as an official partner store?" I swear to you, I laughed so hard I nearly fell out of my chair. The same company that wouldn't answer my emails now wanted to partner with me. Their exact words were, "Believe together, we can better serve the Southeast Asian market." Oh, the irony. I wrote, back one simple sentence. Sorry, we don't process partnerships from your region. And hit send. And oh explanation. And oh apology. Just silence. Sometimes, poetic justice writes itself. I wish I could have seen their faces when they read my reply, because that's exactly how I felt, staring at that cold, impersonal error message months ago. But this time, I wasn't powerless. This time, I had built something better. I didn't just get my effects pedal. I built a platform where hundreds of others could chase their dreams too. And all because one company thought they could ignore me. Sometimes, life shuts a door in your face, and in that moment you feel small, helpless, forgotten. But what you build in response can turn you into the very person no one can ignore anymore. If this story gave you chills, or made you believe that the quiet ones can fight back, hit that like button and tell me in the comments, have you ever been underestimated only to prove them wrong? And of course, subscribe for more true stories of revenge, justice, and the sweetest paybacks life can serve.